crazy damage to the enemies, and look at that, they all defeated already. That was so fast. It says hi here, I just now realized that. Take a look at that. Hi. Sup guys, it's Kosh with Soul Knight Prequel, and we are doing Stormblade meta build today. So the Stormblade is a combined class of Tempest, Mage and Thief, so together they will give you this unique class. The main bonus of Stormblade is its insane mobility and invulnerability window while you use that spell. While you're outside of that area, you can use other spells to do additional damage and then jump back in and be invulnerable and recover health as well. So that's a very versatile class. That's really fun. Huge thanks to one of my viewers for actually sharing his account with the Stormblade level 50, so I won't have to go through all the leveling, and now we can test the build and make sure that it's right. So for the stats of this class, most people focus heavily on intelligence. Some people kinda split it more to strength and dexterity as well, but it's heavily focused on intelligence anyway. For the Tempest Mage tab, we got the smooth sailing to the maximum. That will allow us to give ailment to enemies when we strike them, so that will be really nice. Then we need to get Invoke Thunder, that will be one of our DPS spells. Also it will consume the cold, ailment and branch into additional lightning arcs, and that will be really nice for AoE. Next one is Shatter, that will also allow us to do additional damage with the cold aura and that kind of stuff. And obviously we get the Tempest aura. This will allow us to get extra cold and shock damage. That will be really useful. We get 3 points in Shatter and 2 points in the Tempest aura, 4 points in the Invoke Thunder, and then you get 3 points into the Blizzard. That will allow you to get additional cold damage to the enemy. And it will also do pretty decent DPS, so it's a nice spell. Then let's move on to the Thief tab. Here we get Grievous Wounds that will allow us to bleed the target, and that will be used in other skills. Moreover, the crit damage will be plus 50%, so yeah, it's really good bonus to the DPS. Another one is Tactful Swoop. So this is a evade move that we will really need. It will also allow the next skill to be double cast, so that's really important, and it have only 2-second cooldown, so you can use it quite often. Make sure to use the next spell in 1 second, because it got only 1 second duration for that buff. Next we get the Blood Hunt. Here we get restoration of health based on the dexterity that we have. So yeah, that's how we heal basically while we are running away from the enemy. That's really useful and you would like to get that. And obviously we get Vindictive Aura that will allow us to get additional dodge chance and critical damage, so it will be really nice to have. And we don't get any other thief skills because we are mostly intelligence guys, so let's go to the actual Stormblade tab. Here we get 1 Cold Blood that will allow us to deal more damage to the enemies on low life, and bleeding enemies take cold damage instead, so that's pretty decent stuff, but we need to injure them, and that's really good for the boss fights, because when the boss fights are below 50%, they go into their second stage, which is way tougher, and that will help us to deal with them in that stage. Then we get the Excel, which is on dodge, it releases 1 projectile that inflicts cold damage based on the magical power. So basically when we dodge, we also do ice damage, so now this skill works way better. The next one is Electromorphosis. This is a really crazy good spell to keep alive your character and also do additional attack. So movement speed 100%, dodge incoming attacks for 3.5 seconds, and do additional damage. Really nice spell. You will love it when you will see it in action, although one warning: if you get burn or any other damage over time before going into the Electromorphosis, you will still take damage and die. Sadly, it's not full invulnerability. And then we get the Hyperconductivity. Dealing shock damage to targets afflicted by cold ailment results in guaranteed crits. When dealing shock damage, crit on all damage dealt. So yeah, that will allow us to use the Blizzard, then use the lightning on the enemies. That will actually crit them straight away. So 4 points over here, and you will get 2 extra points. I put them in the basic training here and there to get a bit more additional stats, but you can put them anywhere else. You might want to amplify some of your skills with additional power, like Blizzard, like Tempest Aura maybe. This one is actually pretty cool. It will give bonus to both cold and shock damage, so it's up to you. As for the skill wheel, we put both our auras on the second tab over here, so we can go there, use them and switch back. Here I usually use 2 of my healing items. I've got the mana potion here just for loot, but actually we want the healing potion here just in case. And on the top here we got the dash, we got the lightning, we got the blizzard and electromorphosis to get ourselves invincible. Here I decided to go for those things. So for the vindictive aura we get this bonus that will allow us to lower enemy shock resistance, that will allow us to do more damage with our lightning attacks. Then we get this tactical swoop, the dash move, that will also foes close to you are inflicted with a cold ailment. It's not that necessary right now. I might want to change it for something else because we get it by default because of our abilities, but that's what I have right now. And for the third one I've got the electromorphosis that will allow us to summon Surtur, so we will get another guy walking around doing damage and maybe tanking a bit. Really nice. But yeah, I'm still looking for one additional boon over here that will be really useful for us. Now let's talk about the gear. We want to have as high intelligence as possible, so because of that the set that we want to have is, there it is, Arc Wizard set. That's our main set that we would like to have because it gives you echo casting, it gives you Spirit of Arc Wizard that increase dexterity based on intelligence, and your intelligence should be really high, so that means that you will get extra dexterity from that, and all your hybrid skills will get both your physical and magical attacks, so that would be cool. For the weapon we use the staff, and honestly the best option would be getting that Arc Wizard stuff as well. So it will get you really good magical power damage, bonus to Spirit of Arc Wizard and Twin Novae, which will allow your AoE skills to trigger twice, and all our damaging skills are AoE skills. You are right, if we get this thing up, that will allow us to get double DPS, just like that. I'll just open the best Stormblade to go over his equipment. It's really in a good state. So Staff of Arc Wizard here, Robe of Arc Wizard here with Echo Casting and Twin Nova additional stats. So yeah, when you get your equipment to tier 2, I think, it will get additional Fate Bound abilities, so you can roll that in order to get the best stuff. Here we get the Mask of Sorcery that will give us energy shield as well, and critical casting that will allow to greatly increase crit chance for elemental damage, so that's necessary for us as well. Twin Nova over here as well, energy shield and echo casting here, and critical casting over here. So basically our main things here are Twin Nova, echo casting, and Spirit of Arc Wizard. I don't know why you have 4 pieces of Spirit of Arc Wizard, you need only 3, but yeah, we can't really get the perfect build here anyway. Now let's talk about the pets that are kinda not the most necessary thing, but they help quite a lot. I've got this epic gear equipped that we all have, that's actually the hybrid companion, and when it will get the full stats, I will give it Stomp and Spirited. Those 2 bonuses will allow us to be way better. Small movement bonus over here, companion deals damage to the air and draws enemies together, better for AoE, so overall it feels really good. That's what I have, and I think right now is the best option for us, so we'll go with that. So right, let's go out and try the build out to see how it is. Oh yeah, first of all, let's test it here on this poor scarecrow. So make sure that all your auras are activated. By the way, guys, we don't have the best gear. It's not fully upgraded yet. So yeah, even like that, we can do crazy damage right here. So there we go. It's going higher and higher all the time, and it's pretty crazy. So this lightning effect is great. Look at that, we're getting 50k damage right here, and that should be more or less consistent damage because we can get those things going in the circle. So as you can see, the damage output here is pretty insane. Just make sure that you use the movement spell before using anything else, and that will be good enough. There we go. So yeah, it works fantastically well. So yeah, let's go and try to do some fights here. Honestly, I hate the dragon over here, so let's go give it a go. Actually, dragon is like my worst fight ever. So in the normal run, what do? You go in, you use your lightning. You don't really want to use the blizzard here because the enemies are too weak, so you use the lightning. If you get something like this, yes, where the enemies will spawn in one spot, you can use the blizzard as well, and the lightning, and your normal stuff. But the fact that after the dodge you get double cast is insane, and if you get the right equipment, it will be triple cast, or maybe even quadruple cast with the echo casting, and that will do crazy damage to the enemies, and look at that, they all defeated already. That was so fast. And we had like 0 issues here. So yeah, if you are in a hurry and you don't want to clean everything, you can just go with your lightning mode and dodges and just plow forward towards the boss area. That's perfectly viable option if you don't want to loot anything if you are in a rush. It says hi here. I just now realized that. Take a look at that. Hi. So yeah, you can just do this and that, and then just go forward. You will still kill some enemies, that will be perfectly fine. And yeah, you can progress forward way faster. Let's get this guy with us, he will help, because I hate the dragon, guys. It's the worst enemy for me. His fire always destroys me. But yeah, you can also destroy the enemies with lightning, it will be perfectly fine. And because of the frost skill after your dodge, that will be really good DPS. So we got the spell boots, not bad. Do you see that plus health, the red things on the screen? That means that we are actually leeching the health from the enemies. So we are constantly healing from them because of our ability. And the higher dexterity we will have, the more healing we will get, and well, usually it's more than enough to out-heal if you get damage. So now, the boss, the worst part. Wish me luck, guys, I really hate this dragon. So yeah, the idea is, the problem with the dragon, that his fire, if it will ignite you, you will actually take damage. So you open up with the lightning, with the blizzard. So yeah, basically you open up with a double blizzard, then you open up with the lightning, then you go into your lightning mode and annoy the dragon. When it's over, you want to be away, you don't really want to be in front of it, because that will be a really bad idea. And I advise you guys to stay away from the goddamn powerful enemies at all times. Just drop in, use spell, drop out, and stay safe. Otherwise, you might end badly. Let's go. Lightning attack. Oh yeah, that's the best result so far for this fight. This goddamn fire everywhere is so annoying. So yeah, the problem with the dragon is all this fire, but if you can avoid that, you can take him out. But yeah, this fight honestly is like the worst for me. But we managed to defeat him with a couple of deaths. But don't want to go there. Those things are the ones that are killing us. You can get rid of them using your lightning mode as well, but yeah. So yeah, let's go into the Valkyrie area to see how we manage the huge armies of monsters. And for this character, it's actually pretty high level. It's level 38 already. So it's not that early game, and it can be pretty tough, but the fact that we are healing actually helps a lot, because that allows us to avoid being damaged. That helps us to heal up and destroy the enemies when we want them to be destroyed. So yeah, here we might actually need to use the blizzard. I think we can easily go through those enemies, no problem, because yeah, we just push forward and use the skills by their cooldown, and it works great. We got the next epics level as well. Really nice. I like it. Yeah, I just gotta make sure that I use the dash before using any other skill. That will allow me to do more DPS to the enemies. So yeah, if you don't really care about the loot, you can always dash forward, use your skills on the cooldown and destroy everyone and get that combo up. Let's see how high we can get if we will just push without caring for our well-being and health. Well, we get to combo 2000 without any issues, and we're out of enemies. Alright, so yeah, it works well. Let's try the different boss right now, and let's see who do we meet now. Oh, the Medusa. This one is easy. Should be no problem. So yeah, let's see how we'll be able to defeat her right now. So let's use this, let's use that, this one again. Blizzard and electrocuting it to death. It's not a serious issue. The Medusa can't really do anything to us, even though, guys, our gear isn't top-notch. You should remember that we don't have the full gear yet for this character, and it's working great. The Medusa is almost defeated right now, and we didn't even took any damage, so how do you like that? No issues whatsoever. So yeah, guys, that's Stormblade build for you. If you get any tips how to make it better, let me know down below in the comments. Your comments, likes and subscriptions will help to promote the video in YouTube algorithm and help other players to learn more about the class. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. It's been Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.